So sometimes you do something very fast and you make mistakes. Hasty, that was a hasty decision. A hasty decision means a decision you make like in a hurry. And hasty decisions are usually not good decisions, right? You make a decision hastily. We say haste. We say something nice about it. We say haste makes what? Haste makes waste. Great. In 2 minutes, but no. Keep you for 5 minutes. I'll give you more break the other way around. So, haste makes waste. Because when you hasten, when you do something hastily, you do it wrong, badly. You have to do it again and again. You have to repeat. That wastes a lot of time. Now, I wanted to write this very fast to save time. But what happened? Repeta, and you simply like it goes like that. And here too. There's something down here. Yeah, like this is right, but this is wrong. So this is good excuse, right? So haste makes waste, remember. Now, administrative jobs, administrative positions. Remember position. You know position, job. Demanding job, stressful job, rewarding job, hard job, boring job, interesting job, uninteresting job, repetitive job, routine job, fascinating, challenging. Some people like challenges. They like a job that challenges them. I like my job because it's very challenging. Challenging. I like challenges. It's kind of tough. It challenges me. When something challenges you, it makes you tougher. You'll learn new things. Some people like challenge, so challenging job. Now, you work in a company or a place, bless you. Staff, the people working there. Personnel, remember? Staff, personnel. Personal, no, personnel, remember that. People who work with you, your co-workers are your colleagues. Yeah, colleague. Your colleagues, my co-workers, my colleagues, the people who work, my workmates. Like when you go to school, you have schoolmates, classmates, roommates. British people also say roomies. At work, your workmates are your colleagues, your co-workers. When you play, you have playmates. He was my playmate as a child. Some people work for themselves. They are their own boss. They're self-employed. If I'm self-employed, I can be my own boss. It's a good thing. They say, hey, he's his own boss. That's a very good thing. His own boss. She's her own boss. Because she is self-employed. Do you like it? Being self-employed? You work for yourself? There are some challenges. There are advantages and disadvantages. You will be responsible for everything. A lot of responsibility. Too many things to take care of. But at the end of the day, it's my business. Yeah? Sometimes nobody supports you. If you fall, if you go bankrupt. In Japan, the people who go bankrupt sometimes, they dive, but no water. They dive, just no water. So, hierarchy. Hierarchy. Yeah, hierarchy. What is hierarchy? Like who's above me? Who's above him? Who's above him? Hierarchy. Chain of command. So he's the big boss. The big boss is, for example, the executive manager. The general manager. And then there are different positions. Executive manager. Executive director. We'll get into that later. My work involves, the word involve is good here, human contact. My work involves teamwork. Say, I'm a very good team player. I'm excellent at teamwork. Excellent interpersonal relations. In your resumes and stuff, you write excellent interpersonal relations. Means what? Means I work with means between. Personal, people. So interpersonal relations means I work very well with others. I have a great teamwork and great interpersonal relations. Flexible. So he's very flexible. Able to work under pressure. To work under pressure. And meets tight deadlines. Yes? Meet tight deadlines. Work under pressure. In many jobs, the ads, they say we're looking for someone who's ready to meet tight deadlines and work under pressure. Very important. And you should write that. I'm a team player. I am very obedient. I say yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're like that kind of person. I'm very cooperative. I cooperate with people. Cooperative, right? Let me write the word cooperative. Cooperative. Very cooperative. Very obedient. Obedient means yes. Obedient. You know the verb obey? We talked about it, right? Yeah. To obey rules. Obey your boss. If somebody is says yes, 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 we say, oh, that person's a yes man. A yes man is a person who says yes, 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 sir, yes, sir. But that's the kind of people the bosses like, yes men, right? The bosses don't like those. No, that's not a favorite employee, right? A good employee, someone says yes, yes, listens, doesn't talk much, doesn't challenge the boss, and does things, right? That's a good employee. Now, a quick finishing right now. Yeah, do it right, you can. Go ahead. So, when you lose your job, we talked about it, people fire you, people dismiss you, people kick you out, people axe your job, sack you. Yes? Sack someone means kick someone out. What happens to you? You lose your job. Oh, why are you so sad? I lost my job last week. I was laid off. Yes? Sometimes you don't like your job. What do? You walk out. Yeah, you quit. I'm going to walk out. That means I'm going to quit. So you quit your job. A couple of words that were missed. When you look for a job, there should be, there's currently no what in our company? Sorry? There is currently no position available. That is no vacancy. No opening. You're looking for an opening. You're looking for a vacancy. Vacancy means empty position. There's no vacancy, sorry. There's no opening. As soon as we have an opening, we'll let you know. As soon as we have a vacancy, sorry, is there a vacancy? No, but we always accept resumes. You can drop your resume or send us your resume. Sorry, for the time currently there's no position available. Position available. And availability, that's one thing they ask you. Availability. If someone says, we need to know about your availability, when are you available? Weekends? Are you available on weekends? It says we need someone who's available also on weekends. Or for the night shift, evening shifts. Someone who can work long hours, to work long hours. Long hours. And also, we have the word jobless. Oh, he's jobless. Or he's out of job or out of work. Out of work. Oh, I've been out of work for 2 months. I'm penniless now. Penniless means no penny. Nothing. I've been out of work for 2 months. I'm penniless. I need to, yeah. Freelance, we talked about it. Independent, a freelance journalist. Freelance journalist is not employed by any major corporation or company. Does his own reports and then goes sells to whoever buys. Is independent. Independent filmmakers. In charge of. He's in charge of the sales department. Who is in charge here? Who is in charge? I want to talk to the boss. Who is in charge here? Darby. He's in charge of this school. He's the campus manager, right? He's the manager of this campus. So who's in charge? So you walk into some place like a hotel or the restaurant and say, who's in charge here? It means who's the boss? Who's the manager? Responsible for. I am responsible for whatever happens here. A teacher is responsible for his class. Darby is responsible for the school. Above him, Matt, for example, the person, he's responsible for all operations. Responsible for. And you have a list of duties and responsibilities, right? Duties and responsibilities. Yes? Do you fulfill your duties? Do you do your duties very well? Fulfill. Remember we had the word fulfill? Fulfill. Do you fulfill your duties very well? Yes, to fulfill one's duties. The verb for duty is fulfill. Do you carry out your duties? You fulfill your duties very well? We talked about that. A good employee should be yes man, obedient, this, that, cooperative, team player, a good listener, very flexible, capable of able to work under pressure, and meet tight deadlines, also be on time, punctual, organized, disciplined, great timing and time management, which I don't have. There's something we call job conscience. A couple more words and we're done. What is conscience? You know conscience? Conscience? Conscious? No, conscience. Because we have a word conscious. Conscious. Conscious? If you're conscious, it means you're not like this. You're conscious. Unconscious is, if something hits me like, and I fall, I'll become unconscious. That's conscious. Unconscious is different. And we also have subconscious, subconsciously. Yeah, we'll talk about this later because it has nothing to do with the job. If you learn something subconsciously, it means you don't know how it happens in your head. Sometimes you do things subconsciously without even thinking about them. You do things subconsciously, or you say it's in my subconscious. If you're unconscious, it's like, oh, you faint. She saw the dead guy and all that blood and she fainted. She is now unconscious. But conscience is different. If you have conscience, you care about good things, the bad things. If you do something and you feel guilty, your conscience is guilty. Say, I cannot do this with this guilty conscience. I have to go to the police. I should tell them that I did this. Have you ever done cheating in your test and felt guilty and like your conscience is bad and you need to go to the teacher and tell them like, you know what, teacher, I cheated, sorry? Did you ever cheat in your boyfriends or girlfriends and feel guilty, like, oh, my conscience is guilty, I need to go tell him? You know what? I kissed him. I kissed your best friend. That's when you feel guilty and your conscience have problems with that. They say a guilty conscience is a very bad thing. They say the best pillow, under your head, you sleep, is a clean conscience. You know, if you have a clean or clear conscience, it's the best pillow because you can sleep well. Job conscience is, some people are job conscientious. Job conscientious, it's a big word. Job conscientious. And we have job conscience. Check this word if it's S, C, or T. I wrote it with SC, should be. My first take is always better. Job conscience, this is for sure, but this one might be too. So job conscientious employee has to go to work on time, do the things that he should do, fulfill the duties, do everything on time. That's job conscientious. Okay? Yes, both are with SC, that's correct. Job conscientious. Okay? So if you have job conscience, some people have job conscience, some people have no job conscience. Doesn't go to work on time, doesn't do the thing he or she has to do, and doesn't care. But people who have job conscience care. Now, people who are hardworking, industrious is not industrial. Germany is a highly industrialized nation, industrial. But industrious means hardworking. We say the Japanese people are very industrious. Germans are very industrious. They're known in the world, it's a stereotype. Industrious. An industrious student works hard, hardworking. Lazy is the opposite, right? And some other ones. Private, public companies, of course. Now, when you work for 30, 40 years, what happens? You usually retire to retire. And this time it's called your retirement. True? And then you get some money every month. What is that called? Pension. And you will be a pensioner. So to retire, age of retirement. People ask, what is the age of retirement in Japan? 65. Every few years they raise it. It's 65 now, 70 now, 75. But in Japan, it's different from other parts of the world. Because like in, for example, some other parts of the world, people die when they're 65. But in Japan, people die when they're 165. They live. So it's okay if it's like, oh, my great-grandfather is 105 and he is a general in the army and like, oh, I don't know, he works in a farm or he's a carpenter or is like that. People live long lives, especially when you go to villages, different parts of Japan, people live long lives because of healthy lifestyle. So 70, 65 is nothing in Japan. It's just the beginning of life, right?